In this video, I'm going to review the basic things you need to know to create an MLA Works Cited list for the different sources you will be using for Unit 1. On D2L, there's an MLA Works Cited Resources module in Learning Content. Here you will find various documents and links that may be helpful. You may find basic MLA Works Cited information on my MLA Works Cited handout, as well as at the Purdue OWL MLA Formatting and Style Guide page. You may also find information and models in the Handbook part of Writing Guide with Handbook, section H13, MLA Documentation and Format. There are 9 basic elements you need to look for to create a citation: author, title of source or the specific work you are using, title of the container or the larger publication such as a book, magazine, or newspaper that contains the source, other contributors, version, number, publisher, publication date, location. Some sources may be housed in a second container, in which case you will also need to provide information about the second container as well. We will discuss this as it comes up. You may read more about each of these elements on my MLA Works Cited handout or at the Purdue OWL MLA Formatting and Style Guide page. Not all of the elements will exist for all sources, and MLA dictates you may decide what information needs to be provided for your readers. Keep in mind you are communicating to your audience how they may locate the version of each source you used in your paper. To cite any source, go through the list of elements and determine which ones you may find for that source. While I have provided PDFs or links for readings on D2L, do not cite D2L. Instead, cite each source where it is actually published, or where I got it from. For a work republished online, such as Sherman Alexie's Superman and Me, follow models 46 and 47 in the MLA documentation section of the Handbook in Writing Guide with Handbook. Begin with the author's name, last name, first name, and the title of his narrative in quotation marks. The title of the container will be the website on which we found this version of his narrative, which we may find by backtracking on the URL. There are no other contributors and no listed version, number, publication, or publication date, so these may be left blank. The location, or where this may be found, will be the URL or web address minus the http://. We then type the elements we did find in order, and citations will be double-spaced and placed in hanging indent. Junot Diaz's The Money will follow the same format. We start with the author's name, last name, first name, title of the story, title of the website or the container, the date it was posted, and the URL or web address where it is located. Again, these elements are typed in order, and the citation is double-spaced and placed in hanging indent. Online newspaper and magazine articles, such as those by Kennedy, Delestrade, and Gray, will follow the same format as well. Models 27 and 28 in the MLA documentation section of the Handbook in Writing Guide with Handbook show how to cite online magazine and newspaper articles. For example, to cite Gray's article, we begin with the author's name, the title of his article, the title of the magazine or container in which this was published, the date the article was posted online, and the URL or location where this may be accessed. Alexis, this is what it means to say Phoenix, Arizona, is a little more tricky, as we were provided information about the book the story was originally published in. The book is the first container of the story, and the website it is republished on is the second container. For citing a work published in a book, or a work in an anthology or edited collection, follow Model 35 in the MLA documentation section of the Handbook in Writing Guide with Handbook. We begin with the author, the title of the story, the title of the book this version of the story is from. There are no other contributors, no version or number, so we leave these blank. Then we need to provide the name of the publisher or company that produced the book, the publication date of the book, which is 1993, trust me on this one, and the location, in this case, the page numbers in the book where the story may be found. Next, we will need to inform our audience about the website or the second container where the story may be found. Thus, we provide the title of the website. There are no other contributors, version, number, publisher, or publication date. So the only other thing we need to provide is the location, or the URL or web address. The two works by Alice Walker were copied from the books they were published in. While I've provided them on D2L, do not cite D2L, just the book or the short story collection each is published in. These works will also follow Model 35 in the MLA documentation section of the Handbook and Writing Guide with Handbook for work in an anthology or edited collection. For example, to cite her essay, Beauty When the Other Dancer is the Self, we begin with the author, the title of her essay, the title of the book or the container in which it was published, the publisher, the date of publication, and the page numbers. The works cited list will begin on the page following the last page of your paper. The title Works Cited appears centered at the top in plain text. The sources are arranged alphabetically by what comes first in each of the citations. If there are two works with the same author, then alphabetize by title. The list is evenly double-spaced throughout. Citations appear in hanging indent, and all the margins should still be 1 inch. Hopefully this video has provided a good overview of the basics for creating MLA 9th edition citations for many of the types of sources we will be using in this class.